Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got a lot of Steam game deals to talk about in this video. Particularly, we got some Humble deals with the new Humble Monthly. It seems like a lot of people think this bundle is really good. I initially thought it was like insanely good, but I don't even want to say I got baited. I was just a little, I thought the bundle was better than what it was, but it's still, by all accounts, a solid bundle with all the games that you're getting. So we'll talk about that. We've got a couple of other good Humble bundles right now. Devil May Cry bundle, if you're a newcomer to this series, this is a damn good bundle to pick up, so we gotta talk about that. We got a Bandai Namco bundle with a lot of Bandai Namco horror titles, so that's a good bundle. And our friends at Green Man Gaming have got a Konami publisher sale going on right now. Some good deals up part of that, and super cheap as well for a lot of those games. So we only got 3 games from GMG to mention in this video, but we'll get to that at the end of this video. First of all, Humble Choice, $14.99. Alright, yo, it is $15 a month. It'll get you Total War Warhammer 3, which is the headlining game, and that game's cheapest price on Steam has been $15. So if you have interest in that alone does cover the price of the game. On top of that, you get the incredibly well-received Another Crab's Treasure. This game has seen a stellar reception, and the cheapest that game has been $18. So Another Crab's Treasure being in this bundle, phenomenal. No More Heroes 3, which No More Heroes doesn't have, like, I feel like the heat that it had as a franchise back in the day, but still a nice addition. And the cheapest No More Heroes 3 has been $14. So again, value-wise, that's really good. Etrian Odyssey HD. So I saw Etrian Odyssey HD and I was like, oh my god, the Etrian Odyssey trilogy is included in this bundle. And it's not. It's just Etrian Odyssey 1, so I got a little bit hyped up. That's how, I didn't get baited. It's just, it's only the first game, so it is what it is. But that's a game that still goes for a decent price point. Lowest recorded price has been $15.99, so damn good offer as far as that being in the bundle as well. Like, those top 4 games, I highly doubt that you're going to be the type of person that's going to have interest in all 4 of those games. Like, you gotta have a pretty wide variety in your gaming palette to enjoy all 4 of those games or just be interested. I'm sure there are people like that out there. For me, like, let's say I was the average person and I didn't own any of those games. The games that I would be interested in would be Another Crab's Treasure, No More Heroes 3, and Etrian Odyssey HD. So from that vantage point, bundle's a huge W. You're getting 3 games that each of those games, at least in the case of Another Crab's Treasure and Etrian Odyssey HD, crack that $15 price threshold. No More Heroes 3 is pretty damn close. Well, I don't have that much interest in Total War these days. Warhammer 3, nice addition there. And then those are just the top 4 games, by the way. You get more games. You get Pharaoh, Synergy, Spin Hero, and Paleo Ponds. Some smaller games with that, but the top 4 games, I would say, Etrian Odyssey HD on the banner for this bundle. It's slotted in with the other 4 smaller games, but come on, give Etrian Odyssey a shot. I loved Etrian Odyssey on the DS. I played the hell out of Etrian Odyssey, so if you're a fan of dungeon crawling JRPGs, you'll probably enjoy that quite a bit. But No More Heroes 3, Another Crab's Treasure, Total War Warhammer 3, the headliners for that at $15. Then we got another Humble bundle that's quite good, the Devil May Cry Devil Trigger Enhanced Collection, $18 for this bundle, and it gets you DMC Devil May Cry HD Collection, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, and Devil May Cry 5 and Virgil. As far as Steam price points, DMC 5 usually goes for around $10. DMC 4 goes for $7.49. DMC HD Collection goes for around $7.49 as well. So those 3 right there, 15 plus 10, that's about $25. And then you also get DMC Devil May Cry, the game done by Ninja Theory, which usually goes for $7.49 and $9.99 as well. So value-wise, pretty good bundle if you're one of the few that don't own any of these games. And you can pay $9 to get Devil May Cry HD Collection and DMC Devil May Cry, which actually, the fact that they offer that bundle, I think is really good because I think there's a ton of people that already own Devil May Cry 5. Yes, buying the $9 tier, you are missing out on DMC 4 if you don't have that, but you get DMC Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry HD collection, essentially $4.50 a pop on those. That's pretty damn good. So I would say all in all, a good bundle on that. And then we do have the Bandai Namco Dark Pictures and Little Nightmares bundle. A little bit late on this given that Halloween has passed, but if you're looking for some spooky horror games, definitely a good bundle here. $15 for top tier gets you Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me, Little Nightmares 2 Deluxe Edition, the Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes, Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition, Secrets of the Maw Expansion Pass, Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope, and the Dark Pictures Anthology, Man of Medan. There's 3 other tiers available. The $5 tier, which is the lowest end tier, gets you the first 2 Dark Pictures Anthology games, Man of Medan and Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. So check those out if you're looking for some horror titles. And then finally, some deals from Green Man Gaming that I do want to note, as they are running a Konami publisher sale. Castlevania, the Dominus collection, is 38% off for $15.59. I do have a lot of nostalgic attachment towards these games. Like, I played these games growing up. I played a Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia growing up. Dawn of Sorrow, I played a little bit, but I didn't really play through Dawn of Sorrow until later down the line. But Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia, I have physical copies of those. I have Dawn of Sorrow physically as well on the DS, you know, not to pat myself on the back there, but I had Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia literally as I was a kid growing up. So obviously, you know, there's gonna be a little bit of a bias there, but those games are great. Like, everybody loves the DS Castlevania games. Always with these DS ports, and the Mega Man ZX games have this issue as well. You got a little bit of jankiness with the dual screen setup on a, you know, modern display, which is unfortunate. You know, it is what it is, but these games are still fantastic, and for $15.59 to get all 3 games, definitely worthwhile there. You got Castlevania Lords of Shadow, the Ultimate Edition, 84% off on that, $4.68. I still vividly remember, like, when this randomly got an announcement that it was coming out on PC. Like, I got so excited. It was games like this, Valkyria Chronicles, Vanquish, randomly coming out on PC back in that day where there weren't a ton of Japanese games coming out on PC. You know, nowadays it's a buffet of Japanese games on Steam and PC. But yeah, Lords of Shadow was a fun time, action adventure game. A little bit different than the other Castlevania games, but very much a worthwhile game to go through. And for $4.68, great pickup there. And then Zone of the Enders, the second runner, 84% off for $4.68. I mean, I love me my action mech titles, and, you know, we don't get enough of those. I know Armored Core came out, but Zone of the Enders was great. Over-the-top chaos and a good soundtrack. Hideo Kojima was involved in creating this game and Zone of the Enders in general. You know, he doesn't get a lot of credit for that because obviously Metal Gear, Death Stranding, those are the IPs he's synonymous with at this point, but Zone of the Enders was a good time. Would have killed for a Zone of the Enders 3, but it is what it is. $4.68 on that, pretty good deal there. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, a really solid humble choice right now with some good stuff across the board there with Total War Warhammer 3, Another Crab's Treasure, and No More Heroes 3, Etrian Odyssey HD as well. Devil May Cry bundle, pretty good stuff there. Bandai Namco bundle with Dark Pictures and Little Nightmares, and then a lot of good deals at GMG as always. Castlevania, Dominus Collection, Lords of Shadow, Zone of the Enders, some good stuff across the board. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.